Hi guys, Steve from Vintage Classic 71 here this week. I didn't make one last week, feeling a little bit under the weather. So I decided to get back on track today. Got a few things to show you, not a lot, but just a couple recent pickups and a couple like Yankees, believe it or not, Yankees postcards that I was going through a box and I found them in there. First, I want to start off by saying, if any of you guys out there who don't subscribe, this is a great magazine, Baseball Digest. I'm sure everybody's heard of it. I've been getting this. My grandfather got me going on Baseball Digest. I want to say in about 1976, 77. I was about 13 years old. It used to be the small ones. I still have them. I should have kept one to show you in a comparison. And then they switched to the magazine style several years ago. But it's a great magazine. It's got a lot of stories in there. You learn a lot of things from it. But you can get 12 issues of this for about, give or take, somewhere between $35 and $40 for the year. So it comes right. It's a great thing to read. It's got a lot of stories in it. So if you're a baseball fan and you haven't picked up a copy, which you can pick up a copy at a local newsstand or whatever too, bookstore, it is a good read in regards to baseball. It's got a lot of good stuff on it. Okay, and no, I don't get a commission. I'm just saying it's a good thing to subscribe to if you're if you really like baseball a lot. Then I came across this. I've had this book since I was, well, let's see, what year was it written? Since I was 12 years old. So it's all falling apart. The inside, look at the binder comes right off the book. I wish I could get it. I probably could get it fixed, but it's the complete book of baseball cards for the collector, flipper, and fan by Steve Clark. My aunt, I remember going to there was a place called Spags in Shrewsbury in Massachusetts. Can't even talk. It was one of those places like you'd go in and building 19 is stuff everywhere. You had there was no rhyme or reason. It was stuff that they got on, fell off a truck or they got a good deal on, and they always had a lot of books. So I happened to go with my aunt one day. I don't know what she was getting, but I saw this book and she got it for me, and I've had it all these years. It's a nice book. It's obviously not, like I said, not in the greatest shape, at least my copy. But it is, and it's fun to look back and see the some of the things that they predicted back then. You got different colored pictures of some cards in there. Let me get this. Hard to do upside down. At the same time, trying to be careful with it. It's got different things like that, and it's got different stories in there, and for example, the players. But it's a good book. So again, that's the complete book of baseball cards. I don't know about you guys, but I like going back and looking at old books or old baseball card price guides, and just reflecting back and seeing number one, what they predicted to be good cards to hang on to. Although I hang on to them all, but in general, good cards to hang on to, or if you were the type of person who's investing or whatever, cards that would be good. Sometimes they hit it right on the nose. Sometimes they were way under. Other times, like I said, the card skyrocketed over the years. So, and then a couple other things. I got these are from the Danbury Mint. This is the Cal Ripken Jr. Milestone 22 karat gold cards. There's only two cards in here. One is the 2,632 games by Cal Ripken. The other one is 3,000 hits. And I can't get it too close because I got all this stuff in front of me, but you can see the gold cards on the top. This is the 2,632 games card commemorating that, and the other one is just 3,000 hits. And it's got a little story with it too. Comes in a binder. I'm going to show you another one here. I also have the Danbury Mint put out the like a Hall of Fame one. Maybe I'll show you that one day. And I got all the different cards, and it came with an album with your name on there. And I want to say, were they 9 pocket sleeves? I think there are 9 pocket sleeves in there. The cards are all in there, so it's a neat little thing. And I also got the 2004 Red Sox, and we finally ended that 86-year, should we say, jinx? The Babe Ruth, the curse of Babe Ruth. Finally ended it. I have they came up with an album full of gold cards with each of the ball players on that team. But here's a separate one from Nomar and Pedro. Take out the little foam things that blocks the cards. You got Nomar over here. and Pedro over here. Here's the front of the album. It's a shame with Nomar. I really think had he stayed in Boston, playing for the Red Sox at Fenway Park and everything, at the rate he was going, I really feel he would have been a Hall of Famer someday. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. The Red Sox traded him to the Cubs in the 2004 season. We basically got Orlando Cabrera and Doug Mankiewicz in the deal. But again, that was the year we ended that curse and went all the way to the World Series. So, but I was a huge Nomar fan. In fact, I got a box full of Nomar cards. I just always like Nomar. I still pick them up. If I see some Nomar Garcia Park cards and I'm out, and they're priced reasonably and stuff, I will pick them up and add them to the collection. So with that, this week, my wife and I are leaving Friday morning to head up to Cooperstown just for a couple of days for the Veterans Day weekend. We're going to come back on Sunday. So I made my list. I'm old-fashioned. I could probably have put it on my phone or whatever, but my list, the year, the make, the card number, the player, an average eBay price, including shipping, and then what I could get for the card online in a PSA 3. So I have all the cards written down. Basically, I started it from 1966 through, 1976. And then I got a few cards from the 50s that I'm looking for. I put them in document protectors. Lose my voice today. And, my wife's like, you're not going to carry those around. I bet you leave those in the car. But my goal was to bring them inside. It gives me a starting point. I know that when you go into the shops up there, because of where you are, being that it's in Cooperstown, there's not going to be a lot of wiggle room. But if I look at the card and he's got it listed for, say, $50, and I look on here and I can buy it for $40 on eBay, maybe I can reach a middle ground with him. Probably not, but it gives me an idea for a comparison. So, but I am looking forward to that. We go up every couple of years to Cooperstown. So I plan on getting a couple things. I usually get a bobblehead to add to my bobblehead collection. You see me behind me. Get some really nice ones up there, all the different Hall of Famers and stuff. Then I go into a couple card shops, and that's when the list will come into play. But and then I like this time of year. I love going up there around this time because it's not crowded. You can go through the Hall of Fame and look at all the exhibits and displays. You don't have people all around you trying to look over your shoulder or making you feel rushed or anything. So it's a nice time. We'll spend a couple of days up there. So that should be good. Looking forward to it. All right, next is one of the cards I'm going to show you is a 2024 rated rookie of the next superstar in football. I don't know if I should say superstar, but Drake May. I'm really excited about his future with the Patriots. Kid's shown a lot. We have no weapons around him, no wide receivers that can catch the ball. Offensive line is very shaky at the least. But Drake has played really well. And I think the future is very bright for the Patriots with Drake May at quarterback. Now quote me in 5 years from now if things go wrong like they did with Mac Jones, but I think this kid's the real deal. And there's nothing wrong with Mac Jones. He just wasn't cut out to be a starter, at least not here in New England. A lot of pressure. When you become the Patriots starting quarterback, it ultimately comes down to you're always being compared to Tom Brady. And it'll never be another Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes is close, but in the end, I don't even think he's going to touch Brady's records. So it makes it tough for the quarterback. But this kid, Drake May, the ability to scramble, I think he ran for 90-something yards yesterday against Tennessee. I mean, I know Tennessee's not a great team, but neither are we. But he generates a lot of excitement and stuff. So looking forward to a bright future with him at quarterback. Really happy they drafted him. All right, next is a 1958. These are recent pickups. Topps All-Star of Jackie Jensen for the Red Sox. And let's see, they got him listed as in right field. All right. Next, how I always talk about action shots. Neither one of these guys is a star by any means, but they're just awesome in-action photos from 1975 versus Larry Haney from the Oakland Athletics, the Oakland A's, with a play at the plate. I don't think the attendance was too good that day. They lost money. You see all the empty seats behind them. On the back. Just great cards. Great cards to look at, the action shots and stuff. It's just really neat. As you know, the Topps didn't start doing action shots. I want to say 1971 was the first year that they had included action shots in their cards, and that's across the board, whether it be baseball, football, whatever. But I could be wrong with that, but I'm almost positive it was 1971. But they just great cards. 75 was a great set too. I can remember as a kid riding our bikes. Here I go again telling you the bike story. To the local convenience store that we used to go to, Delaney's, a little market in Marlborough, Massachusetts. And I can remember the 75 cards really, really vividly because we would buy them, and riding back halfway home on the way back home was a little like a brook, and there was like a cement like a wall, retaining wall, whatever, but you could sit on it, and we'd sit there and open packs, and we'd be trading cards and stuff. But here's another 1975 Bob Moose from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hope I don't bore you guys with these stories. But I love the hobby. I love baseball cards. I love all cards, but I really love baseball cards and hockey cards. And every time I look at them, it makes me think of stories. So my wife's heard them a million times. So who else do I have tell him to? The dog. He does. He's heard them a few times too. So I do enjoy telling you guys different stories and stuff. All right. Next is Sports Illustrated for Kids puts out the magazine, and it has cards that perforated edges. You got to separate them and stuff. But I just grabbed one real quick. I don't even know what year this is. Of course, there's no year on it. I don't think. Nope, there's not a year on here. But this is a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar one. Just thought it's kind of neat to show you. Some of those cards have quite a bit of value. You get them graded or whatever at the SI ones. All right. Oh, I should show you the back. Okay. Next one, I love this card. It's one of my one of my favorite action shots. It's Bill Freehan, 1973 Topps. There's a play at the plate, but if you look, he's attempting to apply the tag with his glove hand, but the problem is the ball's in the opposite hand. So if you look real close, you can see the baseball's in his left hand. So obviously the runner's going to be safe. But just a really nice card. I love the action shots. Probably should have named my site Action Shot Steve, but just a nice card. This I picked up the other day. I went to the flea market. My wife was out in San Diego. I think I told you guys this. And she had gone for 4 or 5 days, so through the weekend and stuff. And there's a flea market not too far from my house called Raynham Flea Market, which is one of the bigger ones in the southeastern Massachusetts area. And this guy has some cards, and the guys that are usually there weren't there that day. I don't know if it's because it was cold out or whatever, because some of it is outdoors and some's indoors. But I did pick up this Barry Sanders rookie card. It's a 89 score. I know it's not vintage, but big Barry Sanders fan. I liked him a lot. I probably will eventually get this graded. I would say it'd grade out to be maybe a 6 or a 7. The centering is good. But I think, you always say, oh, this will grade to be, this has got to be a 9 or a 10. But I would say a 6 or a 7. I've never got a card graded yet. I don't know if I've told you that. All the cards I have that are graded, I don't have like some of these people do. I have maybe 150 to 200 graded cards. I bought them all graded. Either bought them or traded with somebody and acquired them. I've never actually sent the cards off to be graded. Although there's a guy in New Hampshire, TGA, authenticates cards. And my wife and I, we have a seasonal campground, a camper there up near Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. Hampton Falls is the name of the town. At Waukeeta Campground, give it a plug. But that guy's place isn't too far. It's maybe half an hour from there. So we're going to go up in January. We always check on, make sure everything's all right up there. And then I'm going to swing over there and get a few cards graded. He only charges like $15 a card to have them graded. So, and you guys know I'm not going to go on that rant again, but I'm not a big graded person. But, there's a few that I'll have them done because, the price is right and just throw them in there. So next I mentioned postcards at the beginning. I came across, going through some of my things, these two 1985, I believe. Yeah, 1985 Yankees postcards. One is Yogi Berra. the back of them. These would have been awesome cards to get autographed because of the pictures and the clarity of it. I only have two. I believe they did the whole team that year. Here's Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr.'s dad. Like I said, they'd be great if you can get them. If you could ever get them signed. Yogi Berra, obviously not, but Griffey, you could. All right. I don't have too much else. I'm trying to look around here. I really don't have too much else this week. Just like I said, well, maybe next week I'll obviously have some stuff from Cooperstown I'm going to get to show you. So hope everybody had a good this past weekend that went by. Hope everybody's teams did well in football. My Patriots fell to the Titans, so we're down to 2-7 now. But we're in that race for that number one pick, number one, number two, somewhere. Normally I would never want to see them lose, but we really need help so bad, whether it be the offensive line or wide receivers, even the defensive line. So we need to keep building through the draft, kind of like the Lions did. Of course, the Lions did it for many years, but that organization is very solid now. So I think if Patriots fans could be patient, I'd say 3-4 years from now, we should be at least be a playoff team, a playoff contender. So hope your teams all did well. The Dodgers won the World Series. Since last time I talked to you, the World Series was starting. I'm not a Dodgers fan by any means, but I can't root for the Yankees being a Red Sox fan. So I was happy the Dodgers won. But there'll probably be some changes in the Bronx. I've heard Garrett Cole's name thrown around, but I don't see him going anywhere. I think he'll sign. What else is going on? Tomorrow's election day. Time to vote. Hope everybody, doesn't matter who you vote for, in my opinion, as long as you get out and vote. Being retired military, I can't stand when people say, "Oh, I'm not going to vote." So many people fought and died and everything else for you to have the freedom to be able to make that choice. So hopefully, whoever candidate you support, that's your choice. But by all means, I think you should get out and vote. So, not going to make this a political channel. Hopefully, anybody got any recent pickups? I've been watching a lot of these. I watch a lot of videos. I tend to watch a lot of the same guys. Just really enjoy them. Lately, I've been watching Pepino Man. He seems like a really nice guy. Crazy? Yeah. But looks like a guy you'd have a lot of fun with it. And he definitely loves the hobby, the cards. So if you haven't watched any of his videos, by all means, do so. Really like his cards. Lives out in California, big Dodger. Works at Dodger Stadium for the Dodgers and for USC, part of the ground crews and stuff. I watch his videos. Obviously, John Mangini I watch. But I watch them all pretty much. I try to support different ones. It's not an easy thing when a lot of people will watch the videos, but they never tried making them. It's not. I'm not saying it takes a lot of skills to make a video, because it doesn't. You just get on here and talk. But you got to think in your mind during the week, or I do it once a week, so it's a little bit easier for me. Some guys do them every day, a couple a day, or every other day. I couldn't. Number one, the content. You got to be able to come up with a lot of stuff, and I don't like to repeat things. I have a lot of sports memorabilia and cards, but the problem with mine are I haven't figured out how to reverse the video and without stop. I don't want to stop it and start it. So like right now, if you notice every one of my videos, I'm talking to you directly into the camera and I hold the item up. Whereas a lot of people, I could flip it the other way and film it, but then you'd never see me. I believe that you should see the person talking at some point. It makes it more personal than just flipping it. But there is a way, I guess, you can start off like this and then turn the camera around, because there'd be things in the room that I really don't want to take them down because it take a little effort, but I would like to show you guys. So I got to figure that out. But other than that, I don't have much going on. Let's see. Like I said, voting. Going to Cooperstown. Excited about that. If you guys put in the comments experiences you've had up in Cooperstown, or things that you like. I love reading. I read every comment everybody has. I try to respond to them as best I can. But I really enjoy reading those. I learned stuff. I still haven't had anybody tell me what that little, I don't have it in front of me, but the little 1964 Tigers. It's made out of cardboard, almost like you used to have in the milk, top of the glass milk carton things back in the 60s. It says support the Tigers, or watch the Tigers, or something like that. I had it in my last video, I believe. I asked everybody if anybody had any input on it. I can't, for the life of me, I can't figure out where it came from. I'm gonna have to do some more research. I have a lot of baseball price guides and like almanac, Beckett's almanacs they put out and stuff. So maybe I can find it in there. But hope everybody has a great week. May God bless you and your families with good health. The holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving will be here before then we're going into Christmas. Last year I shot the Christmas one upstairs with a tree in the background. I really don't have any room in my room for a tree, so I'd have to I'll probably do a holiday one upstairs. But again, thank you for supporting me. Keep on collecting the cards. Hope you have a great week, and I'll see you hopefully next week. Take care. Thank you.